All right. So now I'm back from Blackpool. I actually have my cat, uh, Luna, is in a basket sleeping. She knocked over the blanket basket, and she's like literally sitting with one leg out, fingers like a toe sprawled. I'll take a video if she's still there when we're done. All right. So today I wanted to talk about contingency plans, and as you're taking whatever steps you're taking in life, whether it's to start a business or you have a normal job, whatever it is, and things don't go according to plans, do you have a backup plan? Well, I had a backup plan, and I have a new backup plan because I didn't respect my first backup plan, and I think it's a good reminder and a living testament that if you don't stick to the plan, especially a backup plan that you have for yourself, you may end up in a shitty situation, as I am today, but it's okay. I'm working myself out of it. So initially, I sold my business right before the pandemic, and I put all the money in crypto and stocks, and it went great for a while. But then, whenever everything was tumbling down, and I invested in the stupidest project and all these small caps and all these NFTs and things that, in retrospect, was just greedy. I wanted to make more and more money out of nothing and by doing nothing and by putting in no work, honestly. And it bit me in the ass. And then I had a threshold. For me, it was $100,000. I said, whenever I get to $100,000, I'm going to take that money and I'm going to go to Bali. I don't know why Bali, could have been Colombia, could have been anywhere. And I'm buying myself 2 years there. I can live comfortably for 2 years in a lot of countries with 100K. And I'm going to rebuild. In 2 years, I can figure out a new company. I can figure out a new way of making money. What I ended up doing instead is I found a guy through a friend that was actually my accountability coach first, that was a good trader, and we made, from my last 100K, we made 70K extra profit in one day trading, and then we lost it all, of course, as how these goes again, greed. So I lost everything, and now I'm 37. I was just watching Casey Neistat's interview on Diary of a CEO, and it's still impressive. But he was 16 when he had a kid and he was homeless and like had 200K in debt. I'm 37. Thankfully, I'm not homeless, but um, it's a dire situation, let's say, especially from personal economics and for personal finances. Honestly, I'm grateful that I have a partner and that we have together the ability to have an apartment and a roof over our head and like all these things work. Somehow, work always comes my way when I need money the most. So I can't say that I've ever been like without bread on the table, but things have been tough. Anyway, so I have a new backup plan now, and I want to talk to you about that. It's my partner's birthday in July, and that's a month and a week as of today from then. And obviously, she wants and I want some peace of mind that once we start having a family and plan for our future, that there's some consistency in my income, not just hers. She's fine, she's smart. She didn't make all the mistakes I did. But just in case anything happens or whatever, that there's somebody in the family that can like support if anything happens during the pregnancy, as far as like work or whatever it is, right? Just to have some safety. It makes total sense. So the new backup plan is, and I actually found it as I was applying for a job. There's a company called Nebius, Nebius Academy, I believe. So there's Nebius, which is an AI company, and then there's an academy. I applied for a job. Shout out, hire me. But if I don't get any of the jobs that I'm looking to get, and if I don't book enough clients doing growth media content, the things that I'm now good at, I will, after her birthday, so end of July, I will enroll in some sort of boot camp, whether it's coding, ML engineer, AI, something or other, something that I can hope that won't be obsolete because of AI. So I have to be smart about that. Obviously, I have no idea how much it costs. Hopefully, I can put together the money for that. And It's 8 month long boot camp, at the end of which, if you kind of do everything, they give you your money back if you don't find a job within 10 months. So basically, what I said is, I'm going to give myself another month and a week, and it's been another, let's say, month and a half before this, that I'm like pushing from every corner that I can, every avenue that I can to make ends meet without having to go to school. But my backup plan is Nebius Academy. Not sponsored video, by the way. If it was sponsored, I would not have to go to Nebius Academy. But I will put the link in bio because I thought it was really cool. And I'll spend 8 months learning, and it's going to be hard. I don't think I have the background. I was good at math, and I was an economics major, but I don't think I have the background for coding and like the steps of data analytics. But fuck it, it's my only option. So I'm gonna apply myself. During that time, I'm still going to continue doing this, and just hopefully something. I get to connect with you guys, and I get to build a community that I can monetize at some point, and continue doing all the other things that I'm doing. Obviously, less time on those. And then, 18 months from, let's say, a month from now, so 19 months from today, I should, worst case scenario, have a job that obviously these jobs pay quite well. And then I have a new chapter in my life, which is fucking crazy at 37, starting a new chapter. But what are you going to do? There's a saying in Romanian, cum ți așterni, așa dormi. Basically, how you make your bed, that's how you sleep. So, this is how I made my bed. This is how I'm going to sleep. Another side note, since I'm here, and it's been pretty short. Yesterday I had a very like low day. Usually I'm fairly optimistic. In the last little bit, I've been more realistic, not less optimistic necessarily, just because I had panic attacks because of over optimism was me basically shying away from like the things that I'm going through. So I'm trying to not have more panic attacks. And she's literally licking her tummy now in the basket. It's hilarious. It's probably better content than listening to me. Um, and Yeah, so yesterday I felt very inadequate. Even though, I've built businesses from nothing, I've had exits, on paper, and when things were easy, financially, I guess that's the biggest downfall that I have right now. I had all the confidence in the world, and even starting these processes of like getting a new job or trying to switch careers or trying to get better at something and have enough data to back that up to get hired or get a project. Um, at the beginning, I feel very confident because I know that my track record has been great. But yesterday, I felt very low. I felt like, what if I'm not even smart enough to go to school and actually finish it? What if I'm not smart enough? Because I'm not, I'm 37. I'm not 20, 18 to 22, whatever college was. I haven't studied since. Not really. And yeah, it was a low day. Today I had a few wins, so that helped. But my partner put it in perspective. She said, "How much time did you actually spend on trying to get new clients and trying to get new work?" And it's been something like a month. And she's like, "It's 1 month. Like, why do you expect that you would have been over this hump for a month?" Granted, my whole downfall started September 2023, so it's been almost 2 years of life being quite hard for me, the hardest it's ever been for sure. Um, but short term, and I've had a few contracts here and there, and a business that now ran out of cash, but was enough to sustain myself and all these things. But yeah, make sure you have a backup plan. Think about it, like a worst case scenario plan. And if it's not for career, maybe it's for whatever, the power goes out globally for 3 weeks, or networks go down, or you get sick. Like, just have some sort of backup plan, and from experience, stick to it. All right, until next time, you guys. I'm gonna go take actually a creative day. It was supposed to be a full day. I couldn't give up a whole day of work. Then I said, okay, I'll do a half day of work, 4 hours of being creative and like recharging my batteries. I ended up working. It's now 3 hours. Now I'm doing this, but I am leaving. I'll have at least 2.5, 3 hours for myself to kind of like be in nature, not be on my phone, breathe some fresh air, and let my mind just be creative. So, see you guys soon.